Hey YouTube, this is Angie and I'm back with another video. I said I'm back with another video. It is lit, it is lit, it is lit. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing great. A little tipsy. Drinking a lot of water. Yep. Um Make sure you subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. Show YouTube I am worth watching. Today we're watching unnerving footage that will leave you speechless. Ooh. I know I'm at a weird angle, but I'm weird. No, it's because we have two. There's two of us, and just the angles are all messed up, and I don't feel like sitting up because I drank too much water. And, yeah, there's my water. Thank you. This is Chill's Clips. Let's go.
The video starts out ordinarily enough, but then sometime around the 5-minute mark, you might be able to see something hiding in the thickets. Watch the left side of your screen closely as the drone starts to land, and pay close attention because it happens pretty fast. Many people claim they can see a large creature stop and look up as the drone passes by. Some even claim that this is a Bigfoot sighting in broad daylight. I do see what they are talking about, but I personally don't see any movement, and I think it could possibly be a tree.
I think so too.
Let me know if you see it and if you agree. A YouTuber named Ashton Kelly is skateboarding with his friend Casey when they remember they're near an old haunted tunnel that might make for some good video. The first part is really small, so they scoot across on their boards until it widens to reveal the true, much darker entrance. Ashton is commenting on nearby spiders when they hear a low rumbling noise that I think is just the wind, but could be a growl.
It's a big spider. What the was that?
Eventually, they go so far down that they no longer get a cell phone signal, meaning they're truly on their own from this point on, and that's when they see a single eye reflecting light. To this day, they're not sure what was watching them. The thing is low to the ground, and I don't know if this is its whole body or just the head peeking around the corner. It doesn't move, which makes me wonder if they put it there, but it could have just been as surprised as they were. Ashton and Casey get out of there as fast as possible, but take a look at it again. What do you think they were running from?
A stuffed animal.
Moment Films was digging in his backyard when he came across a hole covered in bricks, so he and his friend continued digging. Peeking in the hole halfway through, the kids see something metal, pipes, and glass bottles. They move Brick out of the way. The kid thinks it used to be a dump before being covered up and built over top. One man's trash is another man's treasure, he says. The crew tries to figure out a way to get into the gap safely without hurting themselves. While digging, they find two blue glass bottles dating back to 1906 that read Milk of Magnesia. They're able to sit down in the backyard treasurescape after finding a hole with a lid leading to the underground junkyard. Here, they sift through a truckload of treasure, including loads of old glass bottles, newspapers from the 1900s, rusted metal odds and ends. When they show a shot from underground, you can see the place was built with a perfectly bricked-in ceiling.
That's crazy.
The area is pretty expansive. After cleaning all the bottles with soap and water and sorting them out, they claim them as their treasure. Kids, the moral of this story is don't spend all your time indoors. Buried treasure may be hidden right in your own backyard, in the woods, while on a Randonautica adventure. YouTuber exploring with Angelo and his team encounter a dangerous cult in the middle of the snowy woods. Will they be able to make it out? Roaring in an animalistic manner. Event. Let me show you the same room from a different angle. Look all the way to the ceiling where the fluorescent light is grounded. No vents anywhere. So what's the deal here? Am I missing something major? Or is this light swinging on its own momentum when there's nothing to make it move? A police officer is patrolling a long stretch of country road when something suddenly almost causes him to swerve into a ditch. It's hard to see what happened, but when you slow the video down and play it frame by frame, you can see a transparent figure step directly into the police officer's path. Look closely and you can just make out the slender outline of a head and a body. It almost looks like the small frame of a woman.
Yeah.
The figure passes through the car without damage, and the
fog.
police officer makes a 3-point turn to go back and investigate. As he crawls forward, he sees nothing. The road is empty and the night scenery is silent. What you discover when out late at night can make your skin crawl. Posted to Reddit, the Redditor writes, "People are saying it could be a skinwalker." The on-screen caption reads, "Something weird is happening in my town." And after watching
Abby, I
the
can't pet you,
video,
honey.
you'll agree with that statement.
I can't pet
The
you,
video
baby.
begins with something hopping on all fours over a
Come here.
hill while roaring in an
Come here.
animalistic manner.
Come on.
It's hard to tell what the thing is at a distance,
I know you wanna
given
lay
our
on mommy.
animal. The
There.
second clip in the series reads, "Dude, something is in the shed at
It is
Desert
the whole
Willow,
camera.
and it certainly
Abby.
sounds like it. Something is beating against the barred doors
That's how
of
you
a
get
shed at
inside.
night."
Abby.
There's
come
also
here.
a terrifying growling
here.
voice heard, though its words are inaudible.
Right,
It's
chingada,
difficult to tell if the thing is human, but it continues to beat at the walls of the shed. Part 2 of the video series reads, "Stay away from Dynamite Park." In it, barking, howling, and wailing are heard. It doesn't sound like a dog, nor does it sound human. Again, the video captures an unidentified creature at a distance, racing around on all fours. Could this
looks
be a
like somebody in a fat
skinwalker?
suit.
Don't stick around to find out. Nevertheless, it appears some serious mysteries are taking place in that town. Paranormal and other strange oddities aren't the only things to be courageous about. Normal everyday occurrences can often result in sheer fear. This video clip reveals one of these horrifying incidents, uploaded to YouTube in November of 2018. The home security footage shows a fire erupting in the home's kitchen, unbeknownst to the people inside the home, who you can hear in the background in another room of the
Why
house.
would you leave it on the stove unwatched?
It appears as though the homeowners left something cooking on the stove. At first, you just see it rising onto the kitchen counter. Then that something erupts into flames. The blaze continues to grow as the fire heats up. You can hear a baby crying in the other room as the family remains unaware to the fact that their kitchen is on fire.
How do you not smell
Finally,
that?
when a high-pitched sound is heard, the homeowners rush into the room. As the flames grow higher, the woman rushes into the room beyond, perhaps to
some
look for
flour.
an extinguisher. She then opens what appears to be the oven, but the blaze just rises more, and the fire
flour.
alarm finally starts sounding off.
Nickelodeon was kid everything, but
That's
that marked one of the
alarming,
darkest
late.
chapters.
All right.
These are 3 predators.
The man then rushes into the room with a bucket of water, a toddler fast on his heels, but when he
Yeah, why
throws the
would you
water
do
over
that?
the flames, they jump, causing the man
Well,
to
apparently
stumble
it wasn't an oil
backwards.
fire.
As many in the comments of this video note, it appears to be a grease fire, which you should never throw water on. Others suggest they should have grabbed the child and evacuated before making any attempt to put the fire out. Comments also suggest purchasing a new fire alarm and extinguisher, as it took an awfully long time for the alarm to alert them
Right.
to the danger rising in their home. It does appear as though the flames went out, as the man scoops up his kid and the homeowners leave. Hopefully they got out of there and were able to call the fire department before this fire consumed their entire house. A YouTuber
Saw some
named
hairs there.
Batchain Puller says they were watching Game of Thrones when
Oh,
they
I've seen
noticed
this
this
one.
little girl staring into their home with a blank expression. She does not seem to be trying to get anyone's attention and seems perfectly content with staring straight ahead into a stranger's home on Christmas, judging by the decorated tree. The YouTuber says that there is an explanation for this video, but doesn't go into any more detail. Maybe they will still remember what happened all these years later. Paranormal explorers Moxley of Moxley's Crazy Adventures and Dan of Nighthawk Exploring team up to explore an abandoned house so haunted that only two well-versed paranormal investigators such as themselves could ever hope to stand a chance against it. Known only as the Invisible House, the haunted place in the UK is host to ghastly figures and ghostly apparitions that will make your skin crawl as they reach out and brush by. While exploring the second floor, they pass by a small statue kneeling in prayer. The way it faces into the room makes me think it was left there to protect against something inside. A paranormal presence that doesn't want them in there exploring the abandoned house at all. Somewhere nearby, a door closes all by itself, and when you slow down the video at 6 minutes and 4 seconds, there is a half-concealed outline of a pale ghost face in the window.
I don't see that.
Not knowing that they've already caught a ghost sighting on tape, they break out the K2 meter to get supernatural consent for their paranormal investigation to continue.
Are you okay with myself and Moxley being here? Can you take it to the yellow or orange? Would you be okay if myself and Moxley used the spirit box in here?
I mean, myself.
Give it a go. Give it a go. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
A chill passes over them, and just like the legends say, the ghost hunters hear and feel a presence brush by them both. They turn around to find this heavy cabinet door, which was open when they first came in, is now closed. They open and close the cabinet to see how heavy it is and conclude that it is too heavy to close on its own from a gentle breeze. And get this, every time they touch the cabinet door, a ghost orb angrily flies overhead. It happens 3 times and it's quite creepy. A ghost hunting channel called American Phantom Hunters have been exploring haunted places for decades, and this paranormal investigation is one of their creepiest videos yet. The Palmer House in Minnesota is a haunted hotel that was rebuilt after a terrifying fire took many lives.
You know what I mean?
Some people never checked out and still roam the hallways as a ghost.
You know, like,
mysterious sightings of paranormal activity are said to terrify any ghost hunters who dare to investigate the haunted hotel. There always seems to be a ghost slamming doors and moving objects, whispering voices in dark hallways, and even a little ghost girl who bounces a ball down the stairs late at night. American Phantom Hunters begin their paranormal investigation by carefully setting up ghost hunting equipment at one of the most haunted places in the whole hotel, the stairs, where a little ghost girl likes to push a ball down late at night. Within minutes, their carefully calibrated paranormal equipment is detecting electromagnetic activity from a nearby ghost, perhaps the little girl herself.
Can you come back up? 296. I got it on film.
Kill him.
Can you come to these steps? Can you stand on these stairs?
Can he stand on them stairs?
188. Next to it.
2 pieces of paranormal equipment independently verify the presence of a ghost. The large blue screen displays a black bar that represents movement, in this case a ghost girl running up the steps. Their paranormal investigation yields results as their questions are answered quickly and in time.
Can you touch that device again? 40, 30. Something just went by on that meter too.
And this digital thermometer detects a drop of 3 degrees from 75 degrees to 72 degrees, paranormal evidence of a chilling effect as a ghost passes by. At this point, the supernatural energy is so prevalent that one of the ghost hunters has their phone messed up and display the wrong year entirely. She is unable to access any of the paranormal evidence on her phone. While standing at these stairs, they set up a spirit box to capture any scary ghost EVPs on tape, and that's when the strange knocking noises begin.
Can you touch that yellow device on the stairs for me real quick? Thank you.
Yes, Delphi, Mommy's recording.
Accompanied by the scary whispering voices of a little ghost girl.
Lay down.
Whoa.
Lay down.
At times, the EVP sounds like they are coming from the spirit box, but at 6 minutes and 25 seconds, the scary voice whispers maybe right into the camera from behind.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't the person holding the camera.
Can you come down the stairs?
They try to talk to the little ghost girl some more and manage to capture these spooky EVPs on tape.
How are you? Do you care if I go upstairs? Wait. Okay. I think I'll wait.
After gathering enough evidence, they decide to leave the haunted hotel, and so they say their paranormal
haunted
goodbyes.
hotel.
But as they are leaving, they hear a voice whisper something scary in the darkness. They hear the word castle, but I hear cast down. What do you think this scary voice is whispering? Either way, the fact that they hear the EVP outside of the house is a terrifying sign because it means something could have attached itself to them. So something tells me they aren't exactly safe. Isn't it awful when the paranormal ruins your 15-minute break? Published by L.D. Praja in October of 2018. Mysterious
Can't even
activity
open
in
my
a
eyes.
factory in Sukabumi, Indonesia, had one worker running for the hills. The video shows a young man preparing something in the break room. Behind him, a piece of clothing hanging on a cabinet door starts moving on its own. He must have caught it out of the corner of his eye because he looks over for a moment, but by that time it's still. Next, the chair behind him starts inching backward and around. The clothing starts moving again as well. But the guy doesn't notice. That is until the chair is thrown backward and clatters on the ground.
I know. You gotta wait. Come here.
The man runs off, never to return again. It's 6 in the morning, and a YouTuber named Sheezy is about to go home after a long shift at the hospital. All he needs to do is return this 1-ton x-ray machine and then clock out. Unfortunately for him, the elevator gets stuck on the 5th floor and suddenly drops to the 1st floor without warning. It happens so fast that the floor numbers don't even register until the very end, but it's not over yet. The elevator rushes from the ground floor to the 5th floor, ready to drop again. And if that x-ray machine slides back and pins him against the wall, it wouldn't matter if he's at a hospital or not, because it's going to flatten him in seconds. This
We're
time,
almost
he
done,
hits the
sweetheart.
emergency stop before he can drop again. After a minute and a half, engineers rush
scary.
to get him out of there.
We got
An
stuck in the
all-white
elevator
mysterious
once.
mist approaches
That
this
was
home and
scary.
briefly
Yeah.
flies away, only to come back in the opposite direction and fly off camera once more. I was thinking that this could be some kind of bug crawling across the lens until I took a second look, this time observing its behavior. Upon returning, the phantom mist reaches out and actually taps on the door with some kind of ghostly appendages. The timing and placement of its knocking
Ghostly
gesture makes me
appendages.
think that this is probably a poltergeist playing tricks on the people inside. First, let me give a fair warning to headphone users that this next clip is kind of loud. A YouTuber named Sapphire Rose says that her toy bird has been doing really weird things as of late. Most of the time
Probably
it plays
low on
cheerful,
battery.
pre-recorded bird noises like it's supposed to, but occasionally it will sound like this.
Oh my god!
My Furby used to do stuff like that.
Sapphire Rose also says that the bird will sometimes make an even louder
else's
shriek
Furby
that
screwed
sounds like
up.
it came straight from the underworld,
said all it
but
did
she
was got
didn't
sick
manage
and
to
died.
record it that day. Some people left her a comment
Were they
saying that
really
her toy
haunted?
simply needs new batteries, but if that were the case, then I can't help
I
but
changed
wonder
its
why
batteries,
it
too.
sometimes sounds completely normal and other times like it's completely possessed. This unknown creature sighting found frozen in ice
Damn.
has gone viral over the years despite lacking a backstory, or at least one I was able to research. Some people say this creature sighting is a half deer, half man humanoid that got trapped under the ice before they could resurface. I think this is a Photoshop though, and I'll tell you why. When you look really, really closely at this picture, as many times as I have, you'll realize the face is actually a Photoshop Jason mask from Friday the 13th. You can just barely mark out the air holes beneath the nose, like a hockey mask ordinarily has. The hollow eyes are also exactly the same dimensions as a Jason mask. It's a good Photoshop for sure, one that has fooled many people for years, but without video evidence. I have to believe this is a Jason mask with deer antlers photoshopped over it. Let me know if you think that's what it is. I would be pretty proud if I was the only one who finally debunked this picture. It's been creeping me out for a long time. A YouTuber named Manny Motard is riding his motorcycle through the city when a random person mocks him in the intersection by pretending to grab two imaginary handlebars.
Get a quote at lemonade.com.
When Manny checks his rear cam, he is surprised to see the man wildly chasing after him. The pursuit continues for over a full city block. Exactly what the stranger's intentions are remains unclear, but it's obvious that this complete stranger is trying to chase them down one way or another. He doesn't look to be in his right mind, so it's a good thing Manny got away. Would you invite yourself into a demon's home? Published by
It's gonna be the end of the video. I'm sorry, I got a dog on my face. That's gonna be the end of the video. Tell me what you thought about the video down in the comment section below. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Show YouTube I am worth watching. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Chill's Clips. Subscribe to Chill's. If you woke up today, you're already winning. Peace.